In 1977, humans launched a small spacecraft into space. Today, that spacecraft is farther from Earth than any human-made object in history. It is traveling through complete darkness, completely alone, carrying a message from humanity to the universe. This is the story of Voyager 1, the most daring mission ever attempted by NASA. Here's the frightening part. Voyager 1 is now so far away that even light takes more than 22 hours to reach it. If something goes wrong, we won't know until tomorrow. And yet, it keeps going. Back in the early 1970s, scientists noticed something extraordinary. Once every 176 years, the outer planets align in a way that creates a natural gravitational highway. With this alignment, a spacecraft could visit multiple giant planets using very little fuel. NASA knew this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If they missed it, no human civilization would see it again for almost 2 centuries. So they built Voyager. 2 spacecraft were created, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Their mission was simple in words but impossible in reality. Explore the outer planets and then go beyond the solar system. On September 5, 1977, a rocket roared into the sky from Cape Canaveral, Florida. Inside it was Voyager 1. It carried cameras, scientific instruments, nuclear power, and something no spacecraft had ever carried before. A message for unknown civilizations. The Golden Record. A golden disc containing the sounds of Earth. Human voices, greetings in 55 languages, music from around the world, the heartbeat of our planet. A message saying, this is who we are. NASA designed Voyager for only a 5-year mission. Today it has survived for nearly half a century. In 1979, Voyager 1 reached Jupiter. What it discovered shocked scientists. Violent storms, massive cloud bands, and active volcanoes on Jupiter's moon Io. For the first time in history, humans were seeing these alien worlds up close. 1 year later, Voyager reached Saturn. Its images of Saturn's rings were more beautiful than anyone imagined. Then NASA made a decision that changed everything. If Voyager passed close to Saturn's moon Titan, it would lose the chance to continue toward Uranus and Neptune. But Titan was too important to ignore. They chose Titan. That single decision sent Voyager 1 on a new path. Not deeper into the solar system, but outward, into the endless dark between the stars. After leaving Saturn, Voyager's true journey began. In 1990, from more than 6 billion kilometers away, Voyager turned its camera back toward Earth one last time. It captured the image that would become known as the pale blue dot. Earth appeared as nothing more than a tiny pixel of light floating in a sunbeam. Carl Sagan later said, "Every human being who ever lived on that dot." After that photo, Voyager's cameras were turned off forever to save power. From that moment on, the spacecraft has been traveling blind. No sunlight. No planets. Only instruments, and silence. Voyager continues moving at nearly 38,000 miles per hour. In 2012, something historic happened. Voyager crossed the boundary of the Sun's influence and entered interstellar space. It became the first human object to leave the solar system. But that's when the mission began to feel less like science, and more like science fiction. Because once Voyager entered the space between stars, strange things started happening to it. Signals became unstable. Data made no sense. And scientists on Earth began receiving messages from a machine. That was no longer in the Sun's world. That's where the real mystery begins. When Voyager 1 entered interstellar space in 2012, scientists believed the hardest part of the mission was over. They were wrong. Out there, beyond the Sun's protection, Voyager began behaving strangely. Its signals started arriving distorted. Some data suddenly made no sense. Temperatures were higher than expected. Radiation was stronger than anything NASA had measured before. The spacecraft was now flying through a region no human instrument had ever explored. And then, in 2023, Voyager 1 nearly went silent. NASA suddenly began receiving meaningless signals. The spacecraft was talking, but its words were broken. For months, engineers feared the worst. After 46 years of perfect service, Voyager 1 might finally be dying. But then something incredible happened. NASA engineers discovered that Voyager's computer had begun storing data in the wrong memory location. Like a brain writing thoughts into the wrong part of itself. They reprogrammed it from Earth, from more than 15 billion miles away. Weeks later, Voyager answered. Not with words, but with data. It was still alive. But Voyager's power is fading. Every year, its nuclear battery loses strength. One by one, NASA is shutting down its instruments to conserve energy. Sometime around 2030, Voyager 1 will finally go silent. There will be no explosion. No dramatic ending. Just silence. And then Voyager will continue drifting through the galaxy. For millions of years. Long after Earth is gone. Long after the sun has died. Still carrying the golden record. Still carrying us. Somewhere in the darkness of another star system. Perhaps one day, something will find it. And they will know. We were here.